The boardwalk ended 30 yards behind him. He knew because he had looked back 3 times. Now there was only water. Black water. Still water. Water that did not ripple unless something touched it. He stood knee-deep in the swamp and tried not to breathe through his nose. The smell pressed in anyway. Something rotten, thick, sweet and foul together, like leaves melting into meat. His stomach tightened. He swallowed hard. "Just markers," he whispered. "Find the survey flags. Photograph them. Log. Then leave. Easy." He talked to himself as he worked. The sound did not travel far. It dropped into the swamp and seemed to sink. He lifted his boot. Mud clung to it, released with a slow, wet kiss. The sound made his shoulders twitch. He stepped forward. Another pull. Another soft suction. Each step louder than it should be. Each step announcing him. He wiped sweat from his lip. The air was warm, too warm, wet enough to drink. The first marker stuck out of the muck beside a cypress root. Orange tape fluttered weakly. He snapped the photo quickly. Behind him, a ripple. The water had been still, perfectly still. Now a ring spread slowly across the surface 10 feet away. No splash, no sound, just movement. His pulse tapped harder. He stared. The ripple widened, faded, stopped. Nothing there. Blood rushed to his face. "Just fish," he said softly. But he didn't believe it. He stepped away. The smell thickened. Rot and algae and something underneath. Something animal. Something lived in. He moved deeper into the swamp. Water darkened around his legs. Roots rose like knuckles from the surface. Mosquitoes whined past his ears. The sound set his nerves on edge. The second marker stood farther in. He reached it. He photographed it. His hands shook slightly. He lowered the camera. Under the water beside him, something moved. Not a ripple, not reflection. A long, slow shape just beneath the surface. His breath stopped. He stared down. The shape drifted past his shin. Silent, smooth, too large to be a fish. His chest tightened painfully. It slid forward, then disappeared into darker water. He jerked backward and nearly fell. Mud sucked at his boots. His heart slammed so hard he felt it in his throat. While trying to back away quickly, the water sloshed loudly around him. It didn't matter. Air so sharp it burned his throat. Wiping his palms on his shirt, they only came out wet. Had he been sweating that much? The swamp went quiet. No insects, no birds, no wind. The silence pressed against his ears until they rang. And then, light. He blinked. Just ahead between the trees, something glowed. Dim and yellow, swinging back and forth like a lantern carried by someone walking. Relief surged so suddenly it made him dizzy. "Hello?" he called. The word came out then. The light kept swaying. No answer. It drifted sideways, slow, floating, not held. And his relief curdled. The glow slid behind a tree trunk, vanished. His mouth went dry. Another light appeared further left, then another, all swaying gently, hovering above the water. His chest tightened. They were not lanterns. They were too still when they paused, too smooth when they moved. They drifted closer. The smell intensified. Rot so thick he could taste it. His stomach lurched. One of the lights dipped toward the water. As it lowered, the surface beneath it bulged upward. Something rising. Fear spiked hot and sharp. The bulge slid forward under the surface. following the light, tracking it, or attached to it. His hands trembled violently. "No," he whispered. The nearest light tilted slightly, as if it noticed him. It began to sway towards him, slow, deliberate. The water between them shifted. That long shape returned, closer now. He could see a ridge along its back just beneath the surface. His legs locked. Terror flooded him. "Move now." He forced one step back. The mud sucked at his boots again. It held. The light drifted closer. The shape followed beneath. Yanking his leg free, he stumbled back again. The swamp made a wet, swallowing sound. The light sped up. Not fast, but faster than before. His breath broke into ragged gasps. He turned and ran. Water exploded around his knees. The mud dragged at him. Roots caught his boots. Behind him, something moved through the swamp. Something heavy, gliding through the water. The water did not splash. It simply parted, as if something enormous slid through it with ease. His panic surged. He dared one glance back. The lights followed. And beneath the surface, the shape, longer than he was tall, keeping pace. His lungs burned. His chest screamed. He ran harder. The boardwalk appeared ahead between the trees. Hope burst through his terror. He lunged toward it. Behind him, the water surged. A sound rose, low, wet, not a roar, not a growl, something deeper. His vision blurred. The wood rattled under his weight as he scrambled onto the planks. He spun. The lights stopped at the edge of the water, hovering, watching. The surface below them bulged once, slow, then it sank. The smell lingered, thick, rotting. His whole body shook. His teeth chattered, though the air was warm. The lights drifted backward, one by one, deeper into the swamp, until they vanished among the trees. He stood frozen for a long time, listening. Nothing followed. Nothing surfaced. Eventually, he forced himself to walk. Each plank creaked underfoot. Each sound made him flinch. Each plank. He didn't stop until the parking lot came into view. Didn't breathe fully until his car door slammed shut. That night, the smell stayed in his nose. Rot, water, something alive beneath both. He showered twice. Still smelled it. When he lay in bed, he kept seeing the water swell under those lights, feeling the swamp tugging at his legs, kept hearing that wet breathing sound. Days later, he reviewed his photos. First marker, normal. Second marker, he froze. Behind the post, just under the surface of the water, something showed in the image. A pale curve, too smooth to be a root, too large to be a native fish. He zoomed in. The pixels blurred, but the shape remained. And beside it, a faint yellow glow, as if something beneath the water had eyes. His hands trembled. Outside his window, the insects hummed. Soft, constant, normal. For a moment, he thought he smelled swamp water. Rot and warmth. He did not open the window to check. He did not look outside. Some instincts are older than reason, and his were telling him that if he looked, something might be looking back. If you're still here, thank you for listening.